is up, guys, and welcome to yet another tier list video. I am your host, BC Keen, and today is yet another ranking of Pokemon types. This time we are ranking every single water type Pokemon from Gens 1 through 9, so let's not waste any time and get right to it. So starting off with Gen 1, aka Kanto, we have my boy Squirtle, definitely going in A tier, love this guy. Wartortle, he's alright, kind of a B I would say for right now. We got Blastoise and G-Max Blastoise. Blastoise is definitely an A above Squirtle. G-Max I love, but I don't know if I love it as much as OG Blastoise, but it's definitely still an A, I think. Like, the form looks pretty cool, but I think I personally prefer OG Blastoise, just a personal take there. Oh, Psyduck. I've always loved Psyduck. I love him in the anime, I love him in the games. Misty Psyduck is so iconic. Psyduck. Alright, so yeah. A for Psyduck. Golduck, however, he's kind of alright. I would say probably a C. I don't know, I just don't think he has a lot going for him besides just being a duck with like a red dot in the middle of his forehead, so he's an alright Pokemon, so we'll give Golduck a C. Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and Poliwrath. I would say from either probably C tier as well. I would say Poliwrath, though, is probably a B. Because he is a fighting type, which is pretty cool. So I'd give Poliwrath a B, personally. Tentacool and Tentacruel, I like, but not a whole lot. I would say probably a B tier with, Poliwrath and Wartortle. Fun fact, there was a banned episode of Pokemon that involved, these Pokemon right here destroying a town, which was, kind of like 9/11, and it didn't air because of that, so fun fact for you if you guys didn't know. Slowpoke and Slowbro? I would say probably a B. I kind of like them. I kind of like their personality, you know, like, you know, Slowpoke. They got stuff going for them, so I'll give them probably a B, but probably like a B minus. Seal and Dewgong, I will say I don't like Seal that much, but I do love Dewgong. So Dewgong's probably a B and Seal is a C. So we'll put, Dewgong probably in B with, I would say probably here. Like maybe switch Wartortle and put him there. Actually swap, no, keep him there. That's good. And then Seal's probably like a low C. I don't know, I think Seal's kind of too derpy for my taste, but he's alright. But Dewgong, though, I love Dewgong, so that's a B for me. Shelter is kind of the same as Dewgong, or as Seal, I should say. Kind of too derpy looking for me, so I'll put that in, C below, Seal here. Cloyster, though, I've always loved Cloyster. Love the design, love the, just the water and ice typing that he gets. So, probably a low A for Cloyster, for me personally, but probably not above, Psyduck. Krabby, though, I would say Krabby's probably a B, right? Yeah, he's a solid crab Pokemon, same with Kingler. We got G-Max and, oh, okay. I will say G-Max Kingler is one of my favorite G-Maxes, I would say, of, Sword and Shield. So probably an A for G-Max Kingler, but just a B for normal Kingler. We'll put him, like, maybe right here. Maybe switch, Tentacool and Tentacruel out. And then right there looks good for them, I would say. Horsey, kind of another Pokemon. Probably a low, actually, you know what? No, put him, like, right here. And then, Seadra, though, is pretty cool, I will say. We'll put Seadra probably, is it better than these guys? I would say so, yeah. Probably better than Golduck, too. Move him up here, actually. That was good. Goldeen, I'm not gonna lie, kind of my first D tier. Seeking as well. I don't know, I think they're not really that unique looking. I mean, the colors look cool, I mean, yeah, but they just don't stand out for me, you know? Compared to some other fish Pokemon down the line, they just don't really stand out, so they'd probably be a D tier for me. Staryu and Starmie are absolutely B tier, all the way. I love these guys. As far as where? Probably high B for me, personally. I don't know, I love the coloring, I love the shape of them, I love just, them, or Starmie being part psychic, at the end, so pretty cool for those guys. Actually, you know what? Put him above Dewgong, I would say. I love Dewgong, but he's not as good as these two, I would say, so I'll put him there. Okay, now we got Paldean Tauros, the water type one, which I forgot the official name of it, but it's the water type one with the weird horns. He's alright. I would say he's probably a high C, but probably not. Actually, you know what? Yeah, put him here. He's a C+. I kind of prefer original Tauros better. Again, another personal take, probably a hot take, but yeah. Magikarp, okay. Kind of biased, but definitely an A tier. Like, I know he has no good moves, he's the weakest Pokemon of all time, but he's iconic. Like, you can't argue that Magikarp is an iconic Pokemon at this point, so. He has a whole game for himself. He has Magikarp Jump, whatever it's called, on mobile app, or phones, so there you go. So, Magikarp for me is probably, like, maybe low A, but he's still an A. I gotta give him to that. Or I have to give him that. There you go. Sorry. Fucking stuttering. Gyarados, definitely an S. Love this guy all the way. Always have. Mega Gyarados is probably still an S, but probably a lower one than Gyarados. Again, just a personal take. I do love the new forms and, like, you know, Megas and G-Maxes, but I don't know. I think OG speaks more to me as someone who's been playing Pokemon since, like, you know, 20 years ago. So, yeah. Lapras, definitely an S. Love Lapras. G-Max Lapras, I will say probably an A. But probably like probably about right here, I would say. I don't know, I think some forms don't really enhance how iconic the Pokemon itself is. I mean, they are cool, but if I had to pick between having OG Lapras and G-Max Lapras, I would say OG. I don't know, I just don't need the G-Max form. It is what it is. Vaporeon is one of my favorite evolutions, I would say. Probably, low S, I would say. Low S. Okay, Almanite, let's see. Honestly, might get some flack for this, but putting him in D tier. I don't really like him. I don't know. Omastar is cool, though. That's definitely a C. Probably above all of, these guys right here. Probably about right there. Yeah, I don't know. The fossil Pokemon overall are kind of alright for me. For the most part. We'll get to more down the list, but you'll see. Kabuto, same thing, kind of a D. Kabutops, though, is probably a B. Because he's rock and water, right? Same with the others, but I just like how he looks. So, for me, Kabutops is probably about right here, I would say. He's a pretty cool fossil Pokemon, so I'll give him that. Alright, that's Gen 1, so on to Gen 2. Alright, going to Gen 2, we have Totodile. Not one of my favorite water-type starters. I would say he's probably, like, a low B. I don't know, if I had to rank just the water-type starters, I'd probably put Totodile, like, way down the list. I don't know, I like him, it's just not as much as other ones, like Squirtle, for example. So yeah, for me, he's kind of like about here-ish with Wartortle. Actually, no, he's like below, I would say. And then Crocodile, kind of the same thing. He's better, but not that much better. Actually, you know what? No. I'd put him below Totodile for me. Yeah. I don't love Crocodile that much. Again, it goes back to the point I made in the last one, where the mid-evolutions for the starters are kind of mid for the most part. They're kind of just okay. So, yeah. For Ralligator, though, absolutely an A. All the way. I would say, ooh, better than Blastoise, though? I would say so. I think he is. Again, maybe a hot take, but I like Gators. I'm from Florida, so there you go. If you didn't know, then now you know. Chinchou, probably another D tier. I don't know. Doesn't say not for me. Same with Lantern, honestly. They're just kind of alright to me, you know what I mean? Again, we're ranking these Pokemon based on the other water-type Pokemon. Not just based on, like, every Pokemon in general, but just based on the water type. Like, if I had to, you know, remember every single water type, I would think about these guys the least, in my opinion. So, that's why they're D tier, if you're curious. Mayroll, kind of the same thing, another D tier for me. Azumarill as well. Honestly, they're probably below these guys. Because they're part electric, right? I mean, they're fairy, to be fair, but, yeah. Politoed, I would say probably a B. I kind of like this guy. He's probably a low B for me. And then, Wooper is probably a low B. Same with Quagsire. I really like these guys a lot, but not more than these guys, I would say. So probably a low B for all of them. Slowking, though? I think he's probably with Slowbro and Slowpoke. They're not that far apart to where, like, one stands out a lot over the other evolutions, but yeah. So, low B for Slowking. Quillfish? I think he's probably just barely a C because of the poison typing and the water, or like the poison water typing. But, I hate fighting this guy too. I hate trying to catch Quillfish. He's always annoying to catch. So there you go. Corsola for me is an okay Pokemon, but probably another D tier. He has a cool water and rock typing. That's cool, but doesn't really stand out much for me. We'll put him about right here with the fossils, I would say. Remoraid, kind of the same thing. He's just a regular fish Pokemon. Doesn't really have a lot to make him stand out. So, yeah, probably no, D for Remoraid as well. Again, if I put your favorite Pokemon in D tier, I apologize. It's just my list. It's my opinion. So don't let that get you down. It's my opinion on these Pokemon. So yeah, don't take it too harshly. It's just my opinion on these water type Pokemon. So yeah, Remoraid's probably about right here, actually. Octillery, though, is definitely at least a C. Octillery is definitely a C. I would say Octillery is about, maybe about right here. Below, Omastar and above Golduck. I will say, though, having a fish become an octopus makes no sense at all, so... Pokemon Company, get on that. Like, change that, please. Fish do not become octopi. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. Alright, Mantine is definitely a B. I adore Mantine. Water flying, he looks cool, he's a manta ray, he's got a little Remoraid under his wing right there. So, he's pretty cool. I would say he's, like, probably high B. I would say about right here with Dewgong in them. He's definitely good. And then finally, Kingdra is definitely an A. Way above Seadra and Horsea all the way. He's a dragon type, he looks cool. He's got good stats. And yeah, so, I would put Kingdra maybe about here-ish? Maybe above, yeah, that was good. So not quite above Feraligatr, but probably just above Blastoise for me. Alright, so Gen 2 is done, so, on to Gen 3. Alright, Gen 3's got some good ones, so let's see how this turns out. We got Mudkip, definitely an A. We all love Mudkip. You love Mudkip, I love Mudkip. We all love the Mudkip. Putting them right there with Blastoise in them. Marshtomp, though, kind of just alright for me. Probably with Croconaw in them. Swampert and Mega Swampert are probably an A as well. And I would say they're probably, about right here. I kind of don't like Mega Swampert, though, but he's probably still an A. You know what? Controversial take, putting him, like, maybe low A. I don't know, he doesn't look that cool for me, honestly. I don't know. Not really a cool Mega for me. I kind of prefer Mega Blaziken and Sceptile over this guy, but there you go. So yeah. Lotad, probably a D tier, honestly. I mean, this gets so hard, I swear to God. It gets really hard. Yeah, I would say D. I'm sorry. He looks kind of alright, but we'll put him there. Lombre looks kind of cooler, so probably a C. And I'd put him probably about here with Octillery. Ludicolo is definitely an A. I love Ludicolo all the way. Just every game he's in, he steals the show. Easily. Oh, the list is, hold on, let me, fix the list while we're doing this. Give me 1 second, hold on. Okay, there we go, put that down, boom, and we're good. Alright, moving on. We got Wingull, probably another C tier. I would say maybe about here with Golduck. Pelipper, kind of the same thing, not really that much better than Wingull. Surskit is alright, probably a C tier. I do love the water and bug typing he has. Probably above the... Actually, yeah, put him above, like... Yeah, right there is good. Also, oh wait, is Masquerain bug and flying? I think he is, so he loses the water typing. Oh well. Carvana's pretty cool. I'll give that guy a B. Probably a high B, honestly. Or, no, not high B, but like maybe mid to low B. I would say right there. No. No, I'll put him higher. Like, right there. Sharpedo is probably a high B as well. I would say... You know what? He's going in high B all the way, and so is Mega Sharpedo. He's kind of lesser than OG Sharpedo for me, but they're both high B. Love Sharks, love Sharpedo all the way. Wailmer and Wailord are kind of the same for me. They're probably, like, maybe a low B. I would say probably, like, the lowest B. They're good, it's just, I don't know. They're just whales. Like, whales aren't that unique. I mean, whale sharks are probably cool, but, yeah. Beluga whales are cool, too. But getting off track, sorry. Now we got Barboach. I've never liked Barboach. I don't know, he's just kind of there for me. So that's definitely a D tier. We have to fix the list again. Oh my god, Jesus. Let's do... Yeah, putting him low D, I'm sorry. Whiscash as well is probably a D, but probably with these guys. I would say he's probably above Lantern, but he's probably a D. Sorry, Whiscash fans. Corphish is alright, probably a low C for me. Maybe... Are seals better than lobsters? I would say no. And so aren't tadpoles, so we'll probably put him there. Crawdon is probably gonna get bumped to a B, though. And, I would say he's probably... He looks really cool, I gotta say. He really does. So, I'd put Crawdon probably about right here. Yeah, that's a good spot for him, I think. Feebas is ugly, D tier. I've never enjoyed Feebas, I'm sorry. Also, let me fix the list again. We're getting, God, this is so hard. There's so many Pokemon, I can't fit them all on one freaking page. I gotta keep doing this over and over again. Let's do... Okay, we'll work on as the video goes on, but let's just do, let's do this. There we go. Put that about to right here. Okay. Milotic is probably an A. Most beautiful Pokemon of all time. Love it. We'll put him about right there, like maybe a low A. Spheal is kind of derpy again. So, I would say probably, with these guys in derp tier. So yeah, Celio's kind of the same thing, so I'll put him with Spheal there. Walrein, though, is really cool. Really, really cool. I love how he looks, I love the little, icy hair he's got on him, and the tusks, of course. He's cool, so probably a B. I would say with Dewgong, honestly. Or actually, no, put him below Mantine. Yeah, there we go. Honestly, put him, yeah, we'll move Mantine up above Dewgong, now that we think about it. There we go. That looks good. Now we got Clamperl. Another D, honestly. I don't know, just doesn't really stand out to me. Honestly, I'm gonna put Huntail in D tier as well in just a second. Give me a minute. Put Clamperl there. Huntail is probably right there. And then Gorbis is probably a C, but probably a low C. I would say about, like, maybe here for Gorbis. I don't know, it's so hard. There's so many Pokemon, I'm like, having to second-guess myself over and over again, but I'm gonna keep it there. Relicanth is cool looking, but he's really annoying to catch. And honestly, I don't find him that cool. Like, he's not, like, super cool for me, but he's probably at least a C tier. But probably pretty low for me. I would say probably with Quillfish, honestly. Again, he's a very, very cool Pokemon lore-wise, but having to catch this guy can really suck, and he spawns pretty rarely, so that does factor into why I don't love him that much. Speaking of love, though, we got Love Disc. Some might put him in C, I'm putting him in D. I'm sorry, like, Love Disc is not that memorable for me. And honestly, it's just a heart. Like, nothing really unique about it. So, we'll put him there with Remoraid in them. Kyogre is definitely an A, all the way. However, I have kind of soured on Kyogre over the years, just a little bit. So I think back in my day, he would have been an S tier, but he's probably like a low A. And same with Primal Kyogre. They're both kind of the same. So yeah, that's Gen 3. On to Gen 4. God, man, these are so freaking hard to make. Anyway, we have, Piplup is up first. Again, one of my not-so-favorite water-type starters, so probably with, Totodile, but he's probably better than Totodile, honestly. I like Piplup. Prinplup is kind of just, Put him here with the mid-starters. And Empoleon is probably a B. I used to love Empoleon, but nowadays I kind of just find him good, but not great. So for me, he's probably, like, we'll put him there in high B. He deserves it. By barrel, a lot of D tiers here, I gotta say, and I think he might be joining them. I don't know. I don't find this guy really that cool, honestly. Probably about here-ish, honestly. I don't know. I'm sorry. I love Bidoof, though. I love Bidoof. By barrel is kind of... It kind of ruins it. I'm sorry. So, we're putting him there. Weasel is okay, I would say. Probably a C with the Corphish in them. Yeah. Also, you know what I should do, honestly? I might not rank these based on the other Pokemon in the tier list, because it's getting really hard for me to do that, honestly. So I just put them in whatever tier I want and not, like, rank them based on, like, where other Pokemon are on the list. So, starting next time, we'll start doing that, I promise. So no more ranking based on the other entries, just based on what rank it is and just put them in that tier list. Like, in no particular order. Shellos is another alright Pokemon. We'll put him in, C tier. Same with the, I like EC better than Wessie, by far. Gastrodon, definitely the same thing. EC's better. Yeah, there we go. Put him there. That's a good spot for them. Finneon's kinda, alright. But probably, actually, you know what? Here. Move Whiscash, Lantern, and Chincho to C tier. And then we're gonna put Finneon and Lumineon in D tier, probably. They're just not memorable for me, I'm sorry. I don't know. They look cool. They're like little butterfly fish, but, yeah, not really there for me. So, put it there. Mantine's cool. Mantike is not. I'm sorry. I don't really like Mantike that much. But he's probably like a low C, I would say, for me. Oh, I love Wash Rotom all the way. That's definitely going to be an A tier. For sure. I would say he's probably mid. Like, mid A tier. So, probably, about here. No, actually, no, put him there with the Mudkip in them. That's good. Now we got Primal Palkia. He looks cool. He looks cool. I kind of like OG Palkia better. I do. But Palkia origin form from Arceus is probably a B at least. But he's probably like a low B. And then Palkia, though, is probably a high B. And I would say maybe about here with the Empoleon in them. I love Palkia all the way. Manaphy and Fione. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of forgettable mythical Pokemon for me. Because, like, if I had to rank every mythical Pokemon or, like, event Pokemon, they'd probably be pretty low. I don't know, they just don't really strike a chord with me. So, for me, sorry guys, probably a low C. Actually, you know what? No, put them in like a high C. I'd probably put them like right here. That's good for them, right? I think Manaphy's better based on Mystery Dungeon alone, because I love that game. So, yeah. Alright. This is getting hard, but, on to Gen 5. Alright, you know what? Scratch what I said earlier. I'm not gonna wait till next tier list to start ranking them just based on the rank and not based on other Pokemon in the list. So we're gonna put them in a tier and they're gonna stay there. I'm not gonna try to like switch Pokemon around. So from here on out, no more doing that. We're just gonna put them in a tier and keep them there. So Oshawott for me is probably a B tier. Dewott is probably kinda yeah. Hisuian Samurott is probably you know what? Yeah. You know what? Hold on. I gotta think for a second. Hisuian Samurott's cool. But is he cooler than normal Samurott? I would say probably not. I would say probably not. So we'll keep it there. Panpour and them are kind of C tier for me. We'll put them there. Panpour and Simipour. Tympole is definitely a D. Not memorable for me. Palpitoad is probably bumped up to a C. I like Seismitoad a lot. We'll put him in B. Well deserved. Ooh, all the Basculin forms. He's really annoying to catch, similar to Relicanth. And they don't really stand out that much. So you know what? For me, probably a D. Honestly. Sorry, guys. Again, it's my list, my opinion. Feel free to yell at me in the comments if you think I'm full of bullshit. Tirtuga is kind of cool. Probably a C. Same with Caracosta. They're pretty cool turtle Pokemon. Duckwood is kind of average, so probably a D. Just a duck. Swanna, though, is probably pretty cool, but not really cool enough to be a B tier. So we'll put him in C tier. Now we got Frillish and Jellicent. Frillish and Jellicent. I would say probably a C, right? I love the gender forms. That's pretty cool. Jellicent male is probably better, and no, I'm not sexist. I promise. I just like the blue coloring better. And the mustache, too, is pretty cool. It's like a kingly royal mustache. That's kind of cool, so yeah. Alola Mola? Kind of forgettable for me, so probably another D tier. Keldeo is really cool, though. I love Keldeo. We got, both forms of Keldeo are probably a, I would say probably an A. No, put it to a B. I lied, put it to a B, sorry. He's cool, but again, there's better water-type legendaries out there, so yeah. Alright, Gen 4 is done. That was a lot easier, because we're ranking them based on letter alone and not based on other Pokemon in this list, so, on to Gen 6. Okay, so Kalos, we have Froakie, one of my favorites. Well, not one of my, like, top favorites, but I do like Froakie a lot, so we'll put him in a B tier. Probably with, you know what? Honestly, probably an A. Frogadier, though, is probably a B. Like, Again, Mid-Evos are kind of just B or C, kind of D if they're that bad, but, Ash Greninja, though, definitely an S. And Greninja. Like, one of the best, like, Kalos Pokemon ever. Like, if you've seen the anime, you know what I mean, so there you go, enough said. Binacle, kind of forgettable, D tier. Barbaracle, is he that much better? I think he is. He's definitely a C at least. I like Barbaracle a little bit. Skrelp, kind of hate this guy. He's kind of a D. Clauncher, alright, yeah, they're both kind of C. Clauncher and Clawitzer. I kind of like lobster-esque Pokemon, so I'll give him that. Okay, I mentioned this in the Fire-type tier list, right? He's kind of forgettable for a mythical Pokemon, I gotta say. Like, his movie was kind of mid, and him being an event Pokemon just didn't really resonate with me. So, sorry guys, he's probably a D. Even with the unique water and fire typing, that's really cool, but I don't know. He's really mid. I'm sorry. Alright, that was a quick Gen 6 section, so on to Gen 7. Alright, so some might give me some flack for this, but I gotta say, Poplio is not one of my favorite water-type starters, and he's probably a C for me. Brionne's the same way. I will get Primarina, though. He's, Primarina is a fairy type, and the first ever, like, fairy final starter evolution, so I'll give her that, but, no higher than a B for these guys, but yeah. Sorry, Poplio fans. Not sorry. Wishy-Washy Original is probably a D. And then I would say School Form is definitely a C. Yeah, I kind of like this form. It's pretty cool. Seeing them all, like, you know, get together to form a School Wishy-Washy and make a giant monster out of it. That's kind of cool, so I'll give them that. Pretty tough totem Pokemon, too, if you played Sun and Moon, so there you go. Marini is kind of... I kind of like Marini. I mean, the anime is kind of cool. Yeah, James's one is kind of cool in the Sun and Moon anime, so I'll give Marini that, so I'll probably put them both in C. Jupiter is a kind of a C. However, Araquanid is probably an A. I love Araquanid. I love his look. I love his typing. Water bug. He looks freaking dope. Like, excuse me, all the way. So, easy A for Araquanid. Wimpod's a wimp. That's a D. But Golisopod, though, is pretty cool. I will say. Honestly, probably, no, no, probably a B. But he's still really cool. I love Golisopod. Pretty damn cool looking Pokemon. He's ugly. Sorry, Pugmuku fans. I don't like him. And Brux's shoe is kind of just bleh. Tapu Fini? I don't know. I don't really love the Tapus that much. They're okay. Yeah, I would say C tier. I don't know. I think there are better, like, legendary groups out there, like the Weather Trio from Gen 3, or the Dog Trio from Gen 2, or the Time Space Trio from Gen 4. I don't know, I just think the Tapus are just not really there for me, so we'll put her there. And that's it, so on to Gen 8. Alright, we are approaching the end game here, so we are on Galar, and first up is, we have Sobble. Not gonna lie to you guys, I don't like Sobble that much. I'm not gonna lie, probably a C tier. Drizzile is definitely a D. I think, honestly, in my opinion, I think Drizzile is one of the worst middle evolutions for the starter Pokemon. I don't like this guy at all. They kind of ruined him. The green hands kind of are off-putting. His look is very off-putting. I'm sorry, I don't like this guy. That's an easy D. Inteleon, though, is probably at least a B. I enjoy Inteleon a lot. And G-Max form, kind of the same thing. So we'll put both there. Actually, you know what? No, I'd put G-Max Inteleon at an A. The whole Sniper Tower thing he's got going on is really damn cool. One of the, like, most fun-looking G-Max forms out there. I love G-Max Inteleon. Sniper Tower all the way. So, alright, we got Choodle. Kind of derpy for me. We should name, the derp tier to D, or D tier to derp tier, right? Because, I mean, D is derp, and these guys are all pretty derpy, so there you go. Dreadnought is probably a C. Same with the G-Max Dreadnought. They're both kind of alright. I kind of prefer original Dreadnought over G-Max, honestly. Cramorant? Okay, I'll give Cramorant this. He can spit a Pikachu out of his mouth as an attack. That is kind of cool, right? So I'll give Cramorant that, but definitely still a C and no higher than that. Arrokuda, nah, kind of a D tier for me. Barraskewda's like just barely a C, I would say. Oh god, the fossil Pokemon. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I legit hate the fossil Pokemon from Gen 8. I do. I think they are by far the worst fossil Pokemon of any generation. I don't like Dragonfish. I do like Ashes, though, but not good enough for me, so we're putting them both in D. This and, is that Arctovish, I think? I don't remember his name, but there you go. Basculegion, though, is probably a B. I love this guy. This guy looks so cool. He's like a water ghost, and apparently his whole body is based on the dead corpses of Basculin who died in the ocean. That's pretty dark. That's like Attack on Titan level of darkness. So there you go. Oh, that's it. So, wow, on to the final gen being Gen 9. Alright, so thank God I made that rule where I'm not going to rank them based on other, like, Pokemon in the list anymore. It's just, you know, put them in that tier and keep them there, and that's it. So, anyway, we're on to Paldea, right? So we got Quaxley, probably a B. I love Quaxley. Again, I love a lot of the water starters better, but, solid B for me. Quaxwell is probably a C. Another one of those Medievos that doesn't really hit that well, so we'll put him in C tier. Quackleval is probably an, is it A tier? You know what? No, he's not above these guys, I would say, in A tier, or in, like, high B tier. He's probably a B. So, yeah. Wiglet, oh, here we go. People don't like Wiglet, and I get why, but I kind of do, but not that much. So I'll put him and Wugtrio in probably a C tier. Diglett and Dugtrio are probably better. I don't know, but I can see the hate for Diglett and Wugtrio, but I don't hate them, but I don't love them. So there you go. Palafin, though, this might be biased. This might be biased. I have always wanted a dolphin Pokemon in Pokemon for, like, years and years, and we finally got one. So, he's going in A tier. And, Hero Palafin, honestly? Or, sorry, is that, that's, wait. Oh, that's Finizen, right? This is Palafin. They're both A tier. Who cares? Hero Palafin, though, is probably, like, you know what? Hold on. Move Frogger to S. Move Kingdra to S. Keep Blastoise in A, and we're gonna keep that in A too. So there you go. Veluza? He's cool. I'll give him a C. Who is that? Dondozo? I do like his, whole Tatsugiri partnership going on there, but, probably just a C for me. We got Tatsugiri, all forms. They're kind of all the same. They're kind of all a C for me. So we'll put them there. Iron Bundle, which is the Delibird Paradox form. Another kind of alright Pokemon, putting them there. Walking Wake, which is the Paradox Suicune from the DLC. I would say B. He's probably a B. So, there you go. We're done. Oh, as I said, these lists are not easy to make, you guys. They're not. There are so many Pokemon now where it's like, I gotta really think about who belongs where. But, from here on out, I'm not gonna rank based on other entries in the list. It's just based on what tier they're in, and we're gonna put them there. So, we'll keep that rule for future tier lists. But, hope y'all enjoyed. Here is my, my final tier list of every water-type Pokemon. So, there you go. And I will see you guys in the future for more Pokemon type tier lists. And let me know in the comments what other tier lists I should make. Should I do like maybe a more Mario tier list or Zelda tier list or Metroid? Yeah. Let me know in the comments and I will see what I can do. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.